Hi. Welcome Gwen Donovan and D&G Sherry, and I know when I mentioned to our friends and relations here this evening that you were Jehovah's Witnesses in training, there was a titter, to say the least, throughout the audience. But you are, aren't you?
Yeah, we're studying to be Jehovah's Witnesses.
Why? I gather from talking to my backstage people that, you know, there you were, nightclubbing away, having the time of your lives, rocking and rolling, and suddenly Jehovah comes into your life. How did that happen?
Well, basically because my mother started studying first of all, and she used to be going around, and now and again she'd quote some scriptures out of the Bible for us. And my views, I didn't really have any views on religion. I really thought that all religions were the same until I eventually did decide to open the Bible. And when I opened the Bible, I found out that we only had one. There was only one Creator, and that His name was really Jehovah.
Well, what about you, Terry? There you are, one night popping a few tablets, sweating, drinking pints of water, rocking in the free zone, and suddenly, bingo, it's Jehovah.
Yeah, well, it amazed me to see that he actually had a name. Like, you know, you've got a name, I've got a name, and he actually has a name, Jehovah.
What does it mean?
It really is just his personal name.
Personal name, yeah.
Just as you have a name or I have a name, that is his personal name.
Now, you know, the Scientology things have been a huge thing. There's been a massive amount of discussion about that, and we're probably no nearer to finding out what Scientology is over the last week than we ever were before. But the Jehovah's Witness is a much simpler creature, really, if I can put it like that. Can you describe what it means to you? What is it?
It's basically, Jehovah's Witness basically believe thoroughly in the Bible and everything from the Bible, and that God has a purpose for us, that He didn't intend us to live on earth as we're living now. We can't possibly live for much longer.
What's wrong with the way things are going on?
Well,
I mean, you have to look around you. There's famines, earthquakes. Famines, earthquakes. I mean, there's wars going on. There's people starving everywhere, you know. And I don't think He really meant us to go on like that. You know, He really meant us to live in a paradise.
Who's in charge of the material world at the moment? Is it God or Satan?
Satan.
Satan. Okay, so that's bad news for all the punters who have yet to become part of the Jehovah's Witness program, isn't it? Yeah. So what happens to them? Do you believe in hell, for instance?
No.
No, there is no such thing as
It's
hell.
just another interpretation of it. It was a word used. There's a word used in the Greek scriptures and the Hebrew scriptures, and people, Catholics, took the interpretation of the word. It actually means to cover. To helling is actually a word used to cover something, as in helling potatoes. So they took the word Sheol and Hades. Just two different words, but being buried, like, it basically means the grave.
Now, I know you're getting married soon. You're not getting married in Kingdom Hall, which is the Jehovah's Witness meeting place and place of prayer, because you're not fully fledged Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, so that means you're not out the doorsteps either.
Yeah,
that's it.
Now, what do your mates think of it all?
Some are really taking it back to their foot. Like,
I'd say they were.
I've got two friends living upstairs, and those two are gay, and they're the last people we thought would study, and they're actually
studying now. I mean, the Jehovah's Witness, they're a worldwide organisation, and they don't have. The people in the organisation are from every walks of life.
But when I was growing up, the Jehovah's Witnesses were austere, dark, sombre characters, creatures you kind of almost pitied.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, there can't be much joy in their lives. I mean, so what do they think of you? Your man looks like he's just stepped out to take that.
That's people's views in general, though, of Jehovah's Witnesses. That was our views of them before we actually got to know what they really were.
So who's this, Madonna and George Michael of the Jehovah's Witness movement, is it?
No, but that really is people's views, you know, but they're not like that at all. I mean, okay, they live by the Bible and they believe that the Bible was inspired by God.
Do you still go out to clubs?
Yeah,
do you still
we
dance?
do.
Yeah.
I mean, the witnesses, people think that the Jehovah's Witnesses don't drink and all this. I mean, they're great fun to be with. Well, the ones that we know really are. They really are.
Maddest people you'll ever meet.
They really are. But I mean, they drink.
And will you be having a standard wedding reception, will you, or will there be something unusual about your wedding reception?
Everything except a toast. You won't be having a toast.
You won't be having a toast, why?
Because it's a pagan ritual.
It's a pagan ritual? I didn't know that.
Neither did we till just before the wedding. We were told what it was. We won't be having that.
Till it's big, then I'll get the Euro gig. I'm the babe you need.